creating. So you are in a very high functioning unit and you've got this job very new and it's going to be stressful. Remember, this week is about full moon energy, like, running
Crazy
around.
patience.
I know. So maybe one strategy you can use so that you're not getting overwhelmed. That's all we're trying to figure out, because each week, this is a 90-day progress. I'm doing like a video recording on everybody. We picked like around 40 themes.
Okay.
Some people are having stress due to their kids, some are having family, some are having careers, some are going through probation, some are doing like the drug tag, they are doing level 3 to level 2 to level 1, which means they are testing every week to every other week to so each person when they reach their goal, they're just trying to figure out what is the next thing. So this week agenda for you, what would it be?
Probably adjusting to a new high stress job.
Okay, and you already started working, right? So what is good about it? So give me the pros and cons. Why did you even move?
I wanted a new challenge.
Okay, so you do like high stress, you said.
High stress.
I remember last week you
Yes.
said that's like your adrenal rush.
Yes.
So you love working with acutely ill,
right,
and bringing them right from brink of death to life.
Yes.
And so there is two parts to it. So when you're highly stressed, you're very, very effective. So when you're in a downtime, which is boring and tiring time, that is more stressful for you rather than the other way around, right? So what is bad about not being running all the time?
What is bad about having downtime?
Meaning, like see how stress is bringing the best in you.
Yes.
So the worst time is when you're fatigued or bored, right? Yeah. So like you're doing the other way around.
Yeah.
Which is very nice. You're very fast-witted.
Yes.
So you're good, super good at your efficiency. But how do you deal with the downtime? What is your way of coping?
I shop.
Oh, so you have another way to
not in a bad way, but or I always have to have things to do. If I don't have anything to do, I get very anxious.
Nice. So you need to keep moving.
Yes.
Nice. So you cannot be by yourself.
I actually really like to be by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, at times.
But sometimes you would like. I see. Okay. And do you remember when you go back in life when this all like activity started? Like how old were you first time you realized you have to keep doing it?
When I did poorly for about 2 years in college.
And that would be how long ago?
2002.
And what was it? Was it said or done or shown? Like what is it exactly that made you realize you have to keep doing it? Like did somebody comment? Like
no, I just knew. My parents are very bright people and they have very high expectations.
They're perfectionists.
When I moved on, and they expect that you're educated, that you're working, that you're,
So is that the time you?
It was my own disappointment in myself.
But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to recapture, is that after you moved out of your parents or before? Were you still living with them, or you were out?
Yeah.
You were still living.
I moved back home with them.
Oh, so first time. So you want to prove to them you are capable of fitting in.
Correct.
So you raised your expectations, so you'll meet their expectations. You put yourself through that.
Their expectations.
Yeah. And what made you do that?
So I said to myself.
Did they make a comment? Like what exactly brought this shift in your thinking?
My father's a man of very few words.
Okay, and what did he say?
Just say, I know you can do better.
So what was it that made him say that? Did you have a grade that was lower than what he wanted?
Yeah, I wasn't doing very well. I mean, when I say not well, I got a couple B's and a couple C's, but he knew I was capable of like an A/B student.
I see. And why did you move back with your parents? You couldn't financially afford to be alone?
No, I was living in college, and
they were paying for the college?
Yeah, and I knew that in order for me to do better, I had to get out of that environment.
So you set yourself a goal and you couldn't achieve it, so you moved back home so you could do better.
I knew that I could. I knew that by moving back home, I would be out of the environment of the distraction of being with peers. That oh, let's go for a ride. Let's go get a drink. Let's go out tonight. Let's go here.
So you kind of were reflecting what your father was saying anyway, but you kind of agreed with him what he was saying.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you were not fighting him.
No,
you were in sync with him. So your expectation. So this is what I noticed. I have repeated this many times. I was raised very poor in India. So my father raised with material poverty but extreme happiness. I was very content. I didn't have to do anything more to achieve my father's love or mother's love. When my husband, when I got married, he was my foster dad. That's the way I think of it, because he's a perfectionist. So he says he does the same thing inside himself. He puts himself through the highest expectation, and he wanted me to be the same way. And he even said, if you don't grow, I will be moving on. That's the way I heard it. And he says, for you to be caught up and to be in my status, you need to keep educating yourself. Every year, you need to set yourself a goal and achieve it. Otherwise, I would be moving on. So he was a perfectionist. And I found with him, whatever I achieve is not enough. Again, you can do better. Again, you can do better. Again, you can do better. Because by not growing, he believes you will become stagnant. That's his thinking. And I found eventually when I was doing Certified Addiction Specialist training, CAS, when you have perfectionist parents, the children will be overachievers. And that's what happened to me. Second time around I raised. Now my spiritual teacher is raising me to be a superhuman being. So I feel people raise you again and again because the universe is waiting for you to meet the next level. You can either fall off or keep moving. It doesn't matter. But you also need to have a balance. So that's where we are meeting, because you are doing something, but still, you're not giving yourself the growth time. Because you need to grow, rest, repair, and then grow again.
Right, and I don't. So I went straight from getting my bachelor's degree to my master's degree to nursing school to another bachelor's degree. It's like I'm like a school achievement addict. So I keep going back to school. And I said to myself, my parents have never made me feel like they were disappointed with me in the grades, but they've never made me feel like I have to keep doing this. This is like my own,
It's because you have your own father sitting in your brain. Like you have a piece in you that's your teacher, your father, mother, child.
Yeah.
So the father in you is very, very powerful. So you need to bring back the nurturer in you, which will grow your child. Your inner child is now being neglected.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I totally agree. Yeah.
So at what point you started neglecting the inner child?
Well, at that point, it was really it was like a total, it was.
If you want to say one thing to that inner child inside, what would it be?
Relax.
So maybe that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Is that possible to do this week? Relax.
Yeah. And even my parents now say where they were kicking me a little bit before, they say all the time, you have got to go out somewhere, socialize, relax.
That's doing again. You don't need to. You need to be.
No, I know.
So what I would suggest, this is my perspective, is there a way you can find a hobby? What would that be? You don't even need to relax. What I'm saying is,
I do a lot of crafting, but I'd like to do something different.
What?
Again, that's the whole perfectionist thing. It has to be perfect.
So is there one thing you can do just for fun? Just like a child, make and break. What would that be? What brings you joy? You said you go shopping. What do you shop for?
Anything. Clothes. I don't really need to buy anything. I like to wander stores and just look around and, if I could do one thing.
Because it gives me great joy to do that scarf, the prayer cards.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just watch certain YouTube videos and
Right.
And this week I'm learning how to make green sprouts,
Mm-hmm.
how to make different recipes because my son wanted some snack. So I'm trying to grow green sprouts. That's all I'm doing this week. I soaked them yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Came out really nice. So I'm trying to learn about growing green sprouts, which is not a big deal.
Yeah.
But for me, the thing that I enjoy, I have a mind. If I don't keep it active, the boredom scares me. Because I go into the zone, which I don't want. So I find something that is fun to do, but not necessarily stressful. That's why I grow my plants and stuff. So one thing I'm learning is how to do bonsai. Like bonsai forest. That's my next theme I'm working on. So is there something you can do right in your home that'll be fun?
I'm probably gonna start a garden. I wanted to do that for a long time. And set the time.
Maybe if you want to do it this way, put together a little.
I have a nice garden spot.
Oh, good.
I just have to get the little wire so the animals stay out and stuff. But I'll probably do that this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, just doing a hobby is equally
right.
Engaging yourself in a way that melts you.
Right.
For me,
I like to do all types
for me, I when I go into my garden, I lose myself. I can stay there forever. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So create the one of the thing I decided when I garden the first time is I want to garden for a bird. So I want to see if I'm flying, which home I'm going to nest and stuff. So I decided to put out a pot, let them poop and let the plant come and let me figure it out. And then when the plant came, I decided to create like a bonsai type of environment. So that's how I got into the theme. So if there is a way you can create a theme for your garden, you can, because once you plan it, it's easier. So what would you like to grow? Do you like to grow beauty, or do you like to grow comfort? You need to say growing time, what it would be for your planting. What is a theme?
Grow food.
Food. You want to grow your own food.
Grow my own food. I want to grow some tomatoes and some cucumbers and
nice.
Try different things. Yeah.
Very
beans or eggplant. I did eggplant a couple years ago. It came up really well.
So have you heard about this thing called tower garden?
Tavern garden?
Tower, TOWER.
Yeah. Oh, those where you grow up?
It's actually.
I know they have. It's more contained, like in a contained environment where you grow vertically versus horizontally.
It's a project I'm working on.
Yeah.
Garden tower too. You can grow 50 plants in one. It's a little expensive, $300 for the planter. I bought 3 of them. But the advantage is you can create one space and you can create multiple structures in the same.
Right.
And this way, if you have a smaller space, it would work better.
I like that, yeah.
So create a theme, then it's easier. You understand?
Mm.
And the other thing I do personally is here, this International Valley, they have this specific spinach, and it's called, I think the English name is amaranthus. I don't know what is it in their name. I buy on the leaf, I cook, and it'll, I'll show you how it will look. It's called Malabar spinach. That's all I'm going to grow this year. Malabar spinach and moringa. Do you know what moringa? Moringa, the miracle tree. So these are the 2. So it will, in one potter, you can create so much. And then I'm going to bring up the video called Moringa, the miracle tree. Because if you're just going to go only one thing, You want to do it well.
chronic diseases. Energetic, more healthy.
And while Vicky Domingo says it has an unusual flavor, there's more to this tree than meets the taste buds.
You keep on eating and eating, and you can feel your body is more energetic, more healthy, and you can see the difference. You're not dropping, you keep on, just so active.
So what
Domingo
I'm saying
says
is,
she has grown this tree on her farm for more than
I'm not
25
saying
years.
have up there.
She harvests
One tree full
moringa
of
twice a
these-
week,
these-
all year round.
So if you grow 10 trees per family, the lifetime the harvest twice a week. But you need to sustain
Domingo
it.
says
In
there are
winter,
many
it's very
nutritional
hard.
and medicinal
That's where
uses
my
for
challenge
moringa.
is. I actually
All parts of the tree are
started
used.
with 30 per year, and then I went to 100 per year, and 1,000. Now I'm doing 3 at a time, and I harvest during season roughly once a month. And this year, my goal is once a week I want to harvest. So have a team, because you're so good at targets, you'll meet it. But you need to figure out what is your target, because growing tomato, cucumber, everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Do it something that is going to be fun
Yeah.
and a project. And the moringa, they did it in malnourished countries. They fed the kids twice a week. They dried the leaf, like a half a teaspoon twice a week. No malnutrition, and all the nutrition requirement is met, because it has the highest amount of nutrients, especially essential amino acids, in one plant. So if you and decided to grow this for all 4 countries, and interestingly, it only grows in 4 countries. See, like this one. In one moringa, 7 times more vitamin C, 4 times vitamin E, 4 times calcium, 3 times potassium, 3 times iron, 3 times vitamin E. In addition, it is the highest amino acid, all essential amino acid. There is a lady who did research. She found it also has colloidal gold. She's able to repair DNA, which is mutated, so DNA repair. I use it for wound care, the moringa oils. We have healed wounds that hasn't healed for a long time. If you go on YouTube and see the topical, why do I love laminin? Moringa has the receptors for laminin, so hold the basement membrane together so the skin feels better. It's very good for throat. It tightens the throat. So like how when we do aging, or through the vocal cords get saggy rather, and then you have the trouble. It takes it away. And moringa, in addition, is anti-aging. There are millions of benefits to it. We only uncovered a few. And if you target yourself and grow something and become good at it, you can be a good farmer. You can be a moringa farmer, spinach farmer. So like this way you can rotate your crops. But what I'm saying is everybody can grow tomato and cucumber.
Right.
Grow something that's going to be specific
challenging,
for you. Not only
right.
challenging, that you don't need to pay for.
Right. Yeah.
And then you can go buy tomato from your local grocery for $1.
Right. 50 cents.
And eat the best possible
That's a good idea.
food, and grow your own sprouts. I like these sprouts. So you can make a very good dish. Today I bought my pita bread and my hummus. I cooked the spinach and I put the ends in my water, and the spinach is growing. And I'm going to make my own spinach hummus pita bread sandwich. See, when you become, Venezuela had food revolution. When you grow your own food, you are rich. You know why? Because you never even need to go to work.
Right. Right. True. What do you really need? More. Yeah.
Yes. So I think, you can really growing your own food, because sometimes anything you grow puts back that peace inside you that you need to be not hungry for.
Right. Yeah.
So I think growing time. Maybe should I call your topic growing time?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll talk about progress. But I'm saying, even if you don't achieve it, we aim for something. like, you can go there. If you never even thought about that possibility, you're not going to go. I have three parts. So that's for us, you and me, right? Like, it's once you understand a target, you can grow that. But if you don't even identify what you're looking for, you can never even find it.
Right.
So don't be like anybody else growing in a pot and, like, chasing things that doesn't work. The other thing I'm going to do with that grow pots is the water bottle, like, which they throw. I'm going to fill it with, they call it lava rocks, and then put, like, plants in there and grow it all as much as possible soilless. This is my next thing I'm working on this season. I know that I'll achieve it. But this way I'm recycling, I'm growing, and I'm keeping it all in one container, 150 plants, and that's enough, right? If you have only a small space, like, think different. Right? Because initially the investing would be a little bit more. But once you invest, you have a system. So create a system.
Yeah.
Don't be like everybody else.
Yeah. That's what I need to start doing. I have to do very.
Structure.
I need to go out of.
Have you? The other thing is, I don't know how big a space you have. The other target, if you want to achieve, I don't know whether this is you have thought about. It's called keyhole garden. Have you heard about it? In Africa, they had difficulty watering. So what this girl, a scientist, she did it is, she went and she experimented this keyhole garden.
This is another raised bed. It's called an African garden. Or
so what you do is, this is all brown recycled material in the side.
In the center.
And the center is compost. So you only water the compost in the middle. That's what the water tower is also.
The basket
so keep
is
the compost there, and in the side you can create, like, your water bottle, recycled plate, and in the center, like, what I am going to do is, these are all paper shreds. I'm going to create the paper shreds in the middle because we don't need a green compost. But essentially, I get like so much magazine and all the paper trash. I have no idea what to do. So one of my experiments I want to do is put the paper trash in the middle and see whether I can just water that part so it seeps out. And I can do the keyhole garden in the other way, which is like, I don't want to waste my skills on building something. Instead, buy the tower garden and use the plastic bottles to house my plants and do the middle part as a paper compost and create the whole system in a contained way. This is what I'm going to experiment on this year. So that's another project I'm working on. And put, like, actually fungi perfecti cells, the like turkey tail mushroom cultures and stuff. So put it in the middle. So the inside where the paper compost is there, you can have a mushroom culture, and all the sides can be your recycling water bottle, and you would have a system that would be less taxing for you, and it'll, like, you would have enough holes so that they can seep water through. That's all. So there are lots of possibilities. You just think out of the box, make your life easy. Because you and me, we work very, very hard. I have no time when I go home. So you just, like, tweak it. Once you put your system together properly, then the system will take care of itself. Does it make sense? These are all some possibilities I'm giving you. I'm also going to work on it, so you and me.